Allow the children
It's okay. It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. Off your mind.
Like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you ladder, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This man not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo.
Allow the children
It's okay.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀, làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀, làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ara lórí Facebook.
Good afternoon to you, good evening to you, and good morning to you from wherever you are watching from. It is Maiyegun Live.
Àṣírí ọ̀dẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
I know some of you are going to probably be like, is this live? Of course it is.
Àní Maiyegun máa wí. Ó sì tún ṣe wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Thank you very much again for joining me. Please share this broadcast. You can call it the lunchtime with Maiyegun. What is happening right now in Nigeria in the past few hours and right on the hour 2 is about this. Their protest is actually real.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì
I think there is something wrong with our YouTube today, but I'm working on it. We are hungry, and today it seems like everyone from every part of Nigeria is actually getting on board, but it's still fresh. Lagos, Kano, Edo, Kaduna have witnessed the real massive turnout where people are, how to say, they are really, really hungry and they are facing the hardship of this Tinubunomics. Today. So if you by any chance stumble on this broadcast this morning or this afternoon, sure, it is Maiyegun Live. Now, you can read the caption of the broadcast itself. The description, it simply means that what is happening right now. So this morning, being the day 2 of supposed NLC's warning strike to Tinubu, last night, they released, a press statement to say Tinubu is going to implement Oronsaye's report. Have you seen that? I will explain that later tonight anyway, but it's fraud. It's all lies, okay? Tinubu has the biggest cabinet ever in the history of Nigeria. So if he is to follow the Oronsaye's report, cutting down costs and other, Oronsaye's report actually asked them to scrap many of these fake ministries, as well as agencies, parastatals they created, job for the boys. So Jonathan came. Jonathan said he was implementing Oronsaye's report. He picked few things in there that was never implemented. Then Bokwari came. He too, I ordered you to implement Oronsaye's report. Nada was implemented in it. Tinubu has come again to say, oh, I'm ordering them to implement Oronsaye's report. Oronsaye's report is basically about cutting down cost of governance, unnecessary and duplication of offices, okay, wastages in public offices. But Tinubu, whose type of politics is that of a patronage politics, job for the boys. They have created, meanwhile, they have created more and more agencies, duplicates within the system in the last 10 months alone. So I don't know, they just want people to feel like they're actually doing something to reduce the cost of governance, and you believe them. Anyway, they say it's news. So they said NLC is being misled, asking people to go on the streets. Of course, I don't even know why they said you should go on the streets. This guy is, going on the street is not going to reduce the price of your food. Going on the street is not going to improve the value of the naira. These rogues and their actions will continue to make it hellish for a lot of you, hardworking people and vulnerable people as well. So I do not understand what this request is. I kind of continue to ask myself, what exactly is this request all about? Is it to tell Tinubu that his policy or his policies are working? You are starving, you are hungry, and maybe you should stop them or give you food, and I don't know, but it doesn't matter. So today being the day 2, people took to the street to say they are hungry again, and in fact, it seems to be general. Let's stop by in Lagos, where even the police commissioner, the commissioner of police in Lagos had to join them, and it was, in fact, gifting the protesters, I think, water today. But here in Lagos.
For the last match we don't enter, how they want kill us for this country? When I push Tinubu come on there for us, so when I come on Tinubu, we don't want Tinubu again. We don't want them again. When Tinubu they go, we don't want Tinubu. He government don't favor us. He all time too very difficult. He can't do worse. When I was supposed Tinubu come on for Nigeria, how can they kill us with our children? Price it don't cost, fuel it don't cost, gas it don't cost. All of them don't cost. We don't want Tinubu again. He don't government, now he was pass. He don't worse. We don't want that. He don't want our head, fire on earth. He put us on air. We don't want Tinubu again. Yeah, but I'm not doing
that time when they say they don't want them Yoruba people, they won't kill us. Everybody must go back to his village. Now we don't vote that now. May go sit down, may do better thing now. Won't kill us. See person like me, I go they hug me out for road. They will keep on the back us back. What do they call them? Black Maria. Black Maria. They will come back us. They keep people. Yesterday they carry my brother for Jordan. My brother pay 50K to just cross road though. My brother pay 50K. Maybe say we never see throughout this year. Forget the noise. 1,000 naira. This one we never see them. Every day your children go eat. They increase house rent. Nothing maybe so. No, they pass through for this country. Man, I beg this man. May not kill us. No want them again. No. And this is
I like that. She was like, which guy country be this, right? 50,000 we will never see for this year. My brother, we just one crossroad for Ojota. Or my sister, your brother crossed the express road. And, well, that's, that's a fine, right? That's a crime on his own. Anyway, collecting 50,000 from, I'm sorry for that, Dad, really. So, collecting 50,000 naira from them or extorting 50,000 naira from them, it's totally out of here, isn't it? Let's go to this the same Lagos.
Great Nigerian people. Great Nigerian people. Greatest of the greatest of the greatest. First of all, I would like to congratulate the leadership and the entire members of the Nigerian Labour Congress for insisting on enforcing their rights to assemble peacefully and express themselves. What you have done today is a major victory in the annals of our history. The state, the Nigerian neo-colonial state, threatened that this protest would not take place today. The Attorney General of the Federation wrote to the police that what you are doing today will be contemptuous of court. We replied the government on behalf of the Nigerian Labour Congress. There is nothing contemptuous in enforcing your rights. You don't talk of law in an atmosphere of illegality. In this particular instance, you insisted on your rights. And that is why the Inspector General of Police, Mr. Igbetoku, came out yesterday to say that not only will the police allow the protest, the police will protect the protesters. This is in line with Section 83, subsection 4 of the Police Act, which is to the effect that if any group of Nigerians want to protest, the police must provide security. Great Nigerian people, just like we're preparing for this protest, yesterday, the federal government announced its intention to implement the Oronsaye report. Great Nigerian people, in case you are not aware of the implication of that report, it's a 12-year-old report. The government has decided to pick it up from from the dustbin, which it was consigned to by the Jonathan and Buhari administration. What the government wants to do, let Nigerian people, in implementing our report, not less than 100,000 will lose their jobs. We are therefore telling the government, we are saying to the government, if you want to reduce the cost of governance in Nigeria, it is not by implementing Oransaya report. Let me tell you, Oransaya did studied 262 agencies of government. Today, Nigeria has 1,316 ministries and parastatals. So where are you going to start from? So Nigerian workers must insist. Hello, police. Are you taking this?
I mean, I'm going to bring a lot of, full details of this, or should we call it a full report later tonight? But this was earlier today when everybody is trying to sort of take a stand and, and it was impressive. Lagos, Abuja, Edo, Kaduna, even the National Assembly went there. Anambra, few places I've seen so far, and there are more, including Oyo, where Seyi Makinde also met with the supposed protesters, So yeah, let's leave Lagos for now. Let's go somewhere else. Here is another one where people were like walking into the National Assembly in Abuja. Hunger there, hunger everywhere. Then inside the place, I think they started calling Akpabiole. Akpabio. I don't even understand what that would do. But again, they said they delivered a letter to Akpabio, to the National Assembly, that the next one, which is going to be the real protest, that one may end up sacking all of them. I think that's what they said. But this one, 2 days warning strike. It's one now, LA. All right, here is another one. And I think this time around it's okay, watch. Abuja. It's actually Abuja. The same people you saw earlier, okay, walking in and all that, they took over Abuja as well, right? Here is another one. So, that's Ibadan, by the way. Sarosko Ademola. I want to Onslow. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon from Onslow, London. However, here is another one, also from the street today. You see people that will tell you now that they mention my name, I mean, you know, here again. Meanwhile, it's actually like it was a different ball game at this I think this is a Kano or Kaduna, not too sure. Take a look.
Everybody will come out. Slowly. They dance, they come.
That's Kaduna. Meanwhile, in Kano, take a look. So it's building up everywhere, and they call it warning strike. I don't even understand warning. Is it to make Tinubu do the right thing? I don't. I mean, I keep saying I don't understand. It doesn't mean that people who are doing it probably don't understand what they are doing. But I don't understand. Like, what do you want him to do? Change or reduce the price of food or pay more minimum wage or some? I don't understand. But they call it hunger protest just to show him that they are hungry. His policies are affecting them. So what do you want him to do? And how long do you want him to do that? What you want him to do, right? And what will happen if he fails to do what you want him to do? Do you have all those outlined? I will give you details later this evening, okay? In order to make everybody think that they are indeed planning to do something. That was when he said he's now implementing Oronsaye's reports. And like Femi Falana put it, anybody who wants to operate Oronsaye's report is going to see to the mass sacking of some of these bogus, repetitive positions that they created to milk the resources of Nigeria. You would have to like sack a lot of them. They said 12 years ago when Oronsaye wrote that report that to have an efficient working government that is not, labeled, or should we say, bewitched. I will use that word bewitched, by the way, because it's like a bewitched. So not a system bewitched by criminals, freeloaders, who are just not really adding any value, but just like taking things that they never really worked for. But the system put them in. So they said when Oronsaye put that report together, the numbers of agencies, ministries, parastatals, and all of them that he considered needless, total in Nigeria then was under 300. Today is over 1,000. It's nearly 2,000 ministries and parastatals and all these duplicates they have created. And you see this one, they was, is this one also a government agency? They say, yes. What's your own job? Our own job is to make sure that make sure that what do you do? Well, by law, we are working for the Ministry of Agriculture. So what do you do in that Ministry of Agriculture that now you are putting on a uniform that, on behalf of the roguish system? Because they have created duplicates, useless positions, useless ministries, just to give jobs to their own children, their concubines, and then their family members and others, right? So now, what are you going to do about that? You're going to need to scrap all of those. And we are talking about scrapping over 1,500 needless agencies, ministries, and all that. But what did Tinubu do? Tinubu started merging them together. So all of them, they are still in the system, okay? And the system will continue to feed them, even when they had no value to Nigeria or Nigerians. So They now came back to say, oh, we want to implement this, but they are not implementing any jack. They're not implementing anything. You should know that. This is what Yusuf Bala had to say. The woman they sent to go and read that if Nubun call, everything you are reading in this place is all bogus. So I want you to see it here now, but we will talk more about it later tonight.
Very much, Honourable Minister, for the overview. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I would like to quickly go over the items that were discussed and consequently approved at the Federal Executive Council. One of the key areas, as the Honourable Minister has mentioned, is the fact that our administration has taken a very bold step towards implementation on aspects of the Orasanya panel report, which speaks to mergers, subsuming, scrapping and relocation of parastatals, agencies and commissions of federal government. This is in line with the need to reduce cost of governance and ensure that we have streamlined efficiency across the governance value chain. We would go through quickly the list of agencies that have been so earmarked to be scrapped and their functions moved to ministries and agencies, and those merged and those to be subsumed. For agencies that are required to be merged, I'll take it. National Agency for Control of AIDS, HIV/AIDS, NACA, to be merged with the Center for Disease Control in the Federal Ministry of Health. National Emergency Management Agency to be merged with the National Commission for Refugee Migration and Internally Displaced Persons. The Directorate of Technical Cooperation in Africa to be merged with the Directorate of Technical Aid and to function as a department in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Infrastructure Concession and Regulatory Commission to be merged with Bureau for Public Enterprises. Nigerian Investment Promotion Commission to be merged with Nigerian Export Promotion Council. National Agency for Science and Technology and Science and Engineering Infrastructure to be merged with National Center for Agricultural Mechanization and the Project Development Institute. The National Biotechnology Development Agency to be merged with the National Center for Genetic Resource and Biotechnology. The National Institute for Leather Science Technology to be merged with the National Institute for Chemical Technology. The Nomadic Education Commission to be merged with the National Commission for Mass Literacy, Adult Education and Non-Formal Education. The Federal Radio Corporation to be merged with the Voice of Nigeria. The National Commission for Museum and Monuments to be merged with the National Gallery of Arts. The National Theatre to be merged with National Troupe of Nigeria. The National Meteorological Development Center to be merged with the National Meteorological Training Institute. The Nigerian Army University, BU, to be merged with the Nigerian Defense Academy to function as a faculty within the Nigerian Defense Academy. Air Force Institute of Technology, also to be merged with the Nigerian Defense Academy to function as a faculty of Nigerian Defense Academy. We now move to the agencies to be subsumed. The Service Compact with Nigeria Servicom to be subsumed to function as a department under the Bureau for Public Service Reform. The Border Communities Development Agency to be subsumed to function as a department under the National Boundary Commission. The National Salaries, Income and Wages Commission to be subsumed into the Revenue Mobilization and Fiscal Allocation Commission. The Institute for Peace and Conflict Resolution to be subsumed under the Institute for International Affairs. The Public Complaints Commission to be subsumed under the National Human Rights Commission. The Nigerian Institute for Trypanosomiasis to be subsumed into the Institute for Veterinary Research. The National Medicine Development Agency to be subsumed under the National Institute for Pharmaceutical Research and Development. The National Intelligence Agency Pension Commission to be subsumed under the Nigerian Pension Commission. For agencies to be relocated, the Niger Delta Power Holding Company to be relocated to the Ministry of Power. The National Agricultural Land Development Agency to be relocated to the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. The National Blood Service Commission to be converted into an agency and relocated to the Federal Ministry of Health. The Nigerian Diaspora Commission to be converted into an agency and to be relocated to the Federal Ministry, to the Ministry of Finance. In addition, Mr. President constituted a committee that would work within a 12-week period to ensure that the necessary restructuring and legislative amendments that are needed to ensure the full actualization of these approvals was granted. He tasked this committee with an immediate terms of reference to proceed and ensure all of these are done within a period of 12 weeks. The committee membership comprises of the following. The Secretary to the Government of Federation will chair the committee. The Head of Civil Service of the Federation, member. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, member. The Honorable Minister.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Maiyegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Maiyegun Diary, Diary Politico.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Presido bá rú